Hi everyone, welcome to the Heart of Illumination. I'm Joseph. Today, before we dive into the messages, let's do a brief exercise, breathing exercise, calm exercise, relaxation. And actually you can use it as an energized exercise later on if you like. But we'll close our eyes. And today, you can breathe however you like. We're going to tune into a method called rhythmic breathing. Just whatever breathing that's comfortable for you. So if your intention for coming to this video is to relax, just breathe softly. Breathe however will allow you to be very receptive and aligned to the message. And at times, for me, maybe I will do some deep breaths, as that helps me to be deeper, more grounded, and strengthen my voice so that I can communicate this message. And so let's keep our eyes closed. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And while you continue to breathe, I like to just smile when I breathe, as well as when I meditate sometimes. Yes, there are certain breathing exercises or meditation that just you're completely still and everything is just calm and you focus on the breath or you focus whatever. But at times I just like to break out a little smile. It's not for anybody else. It's just me smiling while I'm doing these exercises. And what I notice after a while, and it's actually very noticeable, when I do it, those moments that I feel very heavy or feel deeply in stress or just uncomfortable, if I'm able to be aware of all that stuff and I just tune in and just allow myself to pause, then one of the, I guess you could call it a mini technique, is to just smile. In the beginning, and yes, I still have my eyes closed, but yeah, just tune in, continue to breathe. In the beginning, when I used this technique, of course I had my inner voice, inner critic tell me, why are you smiling? Why would you even do this? But the first time I did it, I was able to quiet that inner critic, and it wasn't even there. It was just so naturally, kind of like one of those gifts when you discover a hidden method that works for you. It was like, oh, here's my little gift to myself, or maybe my master self or higher self granted it to me, or even source. Oh, I can just smile. And that little smile kind of lightened my heart up a little bit. And in a way, for a couple seconds or even that minute, brought me back to an inner child where it wasn't like I was jumping up and down and running around. It was just an inner child that, oh, I can just smile right here and I don't have to do anything. And I can just smile. So just a little sidetrack, sharing story and technique. And then we'll bring this breathing exercise to a close, however you like, and slowly open your eyes gently as you come back to my voice. More conscious awareness of my voice. Open your eyes, more conscious awareness of the visual image and so forth. So yeah, I didn't anticipate bringing that up, but that felt so naturally for me to bring it up that I had to share it. So yeah, please continue to come back to my videos and my messages, as well as other videos that will go beyond simply delivering messages. But my style is actually just trusting in the flow and allowing usually just my higher self. So when I receive messages, it usually comes from 3 places. There are other places that it comes, but we'll keep it simple. Either my heart. The second place is my kind of master self. So some people refer to it as higher self or inner self. So you can use any of these terms, but just a higher, in a way, like also listening to your soul, but you can also listen to your soul sometimes. But let's just call it, I hear from my master self. And I get these little nudges or intuitions. And then finally is my higher self, master self, or inner self being the conduit of source message or source wisdom. Some people refer to it as channeling, and we all have this. It just different people have different levels of clarity with accessing the master self, right? There's a relationship to have with our higher self, master self. And then when that relationship is very clear, then our master self or higher self already has a deep relationship, eternal relationship with our higher self. So all we need to do is connect with our master self. And so I want to bring up a fourth kind of resource that comes in to me when I have these intuitive messages or guidance or anything that is coming through me to you. And so I also have a teacher, a guru, that synchronicity came to me during a couple months into 2020. And I had already started my spiritual journey before. But basically, I would also have connection with my guru. And it was my guru that helped me refine my connection with my master self and inner self. So all of these components play critical role. And so we'll cover some of these things, how to establish deeper connection with these different aspects, as well as other aspects that might be helpful for you at different phases of your journey and different stages of your life. But I'm just sharing this with you because sometimes it's important to know that it comes from different places, and your heart being in coherence with your other bodily aspect, right, or your other embodied aspect, they're also important. So heart's coherence with your embodiment, master self, higher self, guru or teacher, as well as source. And so we'll leave it at that. We'll create if some of you are interested in going deeper on any of the topics I've covered already in 8 minutes in, please feel free to comment. And so we'll tune into a message that each of you need to hear, maybe in part or as the whole message. And remember, take whatever resonates with you and contemplate it. Align it with yourself, right? If you need to change the verbiage for yourself, and then, like, let's say I give you an affirmation, right? I am loved. But for this moment, maybe that's not fully in alignment. So reword it for yourself. I am a good fisherman, right? So if you're really proud of that and that's your passion and that's what you have committed yourself to in terms of demonstrating through habits every day, yes, then say that. It essentially means I am love. But eventually it's kind of a gradual step to guiding you to eventually be super aligned to saying that. And then one day you'll just wake up and be like, oh, I am love. And it's not even an affirmation. It'll just be, yeah, I'm love. So we'll get to those things as well. So let me just tune back in, settle back down to tune in a message for each of you. All right, I'm feeling some tightness in the shoulders. Yet I'm feeling very grounded feet. And I'm also feeling my breath is actually very neutral, right? It could be more harmonious, more relaxed, but yet maybe this is how it is for some of you. So in a way, when I'm recording this video, it is my vocation or my service or my work, right? So maybe as I'm in embodiment, but yet sharing with you, right? So I'm working right now, let's just say. Our body is naturally not as relaxed as we would like. But yet, we could just ease ourselves when we're intensely focused on working on something, and hopefully it's something you're passionate about, and you can tune into the playfulness of it, right? Because if you love it and you're passionate about it, or if there's just at least some small aspect of it that you really like, yeah, let's just tune into it and focus on how fun that could be. And there's a little bee coming to say hi to me, so it aligns to our message, right? Sometimes we're all a little worker bee. Sorry, bee, didn't mean to shovel you off. Maybe sometimes we're all just a little worker bee, and we're all, so the bees work to gather nectar for the queen, and we're all working diligently, very focused and very committed to our goal and our task. And let's say it's a commitment to our dream or vision. So the bee's queen is his or her mission or vision, and same it is for us, right? So maybe for a man, right? So for me, I sometimes, especially when I'm focused, I tense up my shoulders. So maybe that's a good practice to start doing, to just, as you tune into your awareness, you're aware that your shoulders tense. Loosen it up. Yeah, even if it's in an office environment, excuse yourself so that you can do it, or just do it at your desk if it doesn't distract anybody or nobody mind. Hi, bee. It's a very friendly bee, as we're talking about. Yes, I know you're very hardworking. And so yeah, do something like that. And when I felt that my feet were firmly on the ground, that means I sense that many of you, and actually many of you are actually very grounded to be able to do the work you do, right? So yes, you can be on the spiritual path. Sorry, B.